Track 28. Listening Worksheet 6.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, thanks. I'm just revising for my IELTS test.
Me too. I'm worried about note completion questions. Can you give me some advice?
Of course. Let me think. Okay. First, I'd suggest you read the title and subtitles. This will help you to follow what the speaker is saying.
Got it.
Then, it's important that you consider for each question the information that fits. So, if it could be a number, person, location, or something else.
Okay, understood. What else?
Well, this part of the test is about testing your ability to listen for details, not the general idea.
That's hard.
Yes, it is. But don't forget that the questions follow the same order as the listening text, so that makes it a bit easier.
Right. And what shouldn't I do?
Well, you have 30 seconds or so to look at the questions during the test. Some people just look out the window, but that's really not a useful way to spend the time you have. Instead, you should study the questions and think about what the speaker might say.
That's a good point.
It is. Right. Next, I'd say, if you don't know an answer, think about the meaning of the passage as a whole and write down something that might be possible. You might still get a mark. Obviously, you get no marks if a question is left blank.
Okay, I hadn't thought of that. Anything else?
Yes, one more thing, and this is really important. Candidates sometimes change the verb tense or make a plural a singular, and that's a big mistake. You must write exactly what you hear.
Really? So if the speaker says, for example, house and I write houses, or frogs and I write frog, then it is wrong.
Yep, that would usually be a wrong answer.
Cool, that's really useful advice, thanks.
Track 29. Listening Worksheet 6.
Hello, Professor. I'm working on my entry for the Global Design Competition. My tutor said you might be able to give me some support.
Yes. I got an electronic copy of your drawings. Come in and tell me about it. What sort of competition is it?
Well, it's an international design competition, and we have to come up with a new idea for a typical domestic kitchen appliance.
I see. And are there any special conditions? Does it have to save energy, for example?
Actually, that was the focus last year. This year's different. We have to develop an innovative idea for existing technology, using it in a way that hasn't been thought of before.
I see. That sounds tricky. And what have you chosen?
Well, I decided to choose dishwashers because they are an everyday item in most Australian houses, but they're all pretty boring and almost identical to each other. I think some people will be prepared to pay a little extra for something that looks different.
That's a nice idea. Have you thought?
Track 30. Listening Worksheet 6.
I see you've called your design the rock pool. Why is that?
Basically, because it looks like the rock pools you find on a beach. The top is made of glass so that you can look down into it.
And there's a stone at the bottom. Is that just for decoration?
Actually, it does have a function. Instead of pushing a button, you turn the stone.
So it's really just a novel way of starting the dishwasher.
That's right.
It's a really nice design, but what makes it innovative?
Well, I decided to make a dishwasher that uses carbon dioxide.
In place of water and soap? How will you manage that?
The idea is to pressurize it so that it becomes a liquid. The fluid is then released into the dishwasher so it can clean the plates and cups, etc., all by itself.
Sounds like a brilliant idea. Your system will totally stop the need for strong detergents like soap. So, what happens once the washing cycle is complete?
Well, To allow the contents to dry, the waste all goes to an area called the holding chamber. That's where the liquid is depressurized and changes back to a gas. Then the oil and grease are separated out and removed.
It sounds like you've thought it all out very thoroughly. So, do you think it'll ever be built?
I don't see why not. It's energy efficient and has the potential to save people quite a bit of money on their electricity bills. My tutor pointed out that as it uses no harmful chemicals, it's good for the planet too.
Well, I'm sure a lot of positive things will come out of your design. Now, you seem to have thought about everything. So, what exactly did you need me to help you with?
Well, it's my final design submission. I've made it to the final stage of the competition, and in a few months' time I have to give a presentation, and that's the part I was hoping you could help me with.
Right. Well, that should be easy enough. What have you managed to do so far?
Well, I've got detailed drawings to show how it will work, and I've also written a 500-word paper on it.
I see. Well, if you want to stand a good chance of winning, you really need a model of the machine.
Yes, I thought I might, but I'm having a few problems.
What is the main difficulty so far? Let me guess. Is it the materials?
Yes, I want it to look professional, but everything that's top quality is also very expensive.
Look, projects like this are very important to us. They really help lift our profile. So why don't you talk to the university about a grant? I can help you fill out the application forms if you like.
Oh, that would be great.
You'd better show me this paper you've written as well. For a global competition such as this, you need to make sure the technical details you've given are accurate and thorough.
That would be a great help.
Is there anything else I can do?
Well, no, I think that's it. Thanks, you've been really helpful.